everybody? Welcome back to another episode here of the Cincinnati Psych, the Jets fantasy draft franchise. We've fallen to the second seed after a loss to the 7-9 Patriots, which is definitely not ideal. We would have clinched our division had we won it. Instead, no team has even clinched their division. No team has clinched the conference. I need the Steelers to lose to the 2-win Colts and the Ravens to lose to the 7-win Bucks. And I need to beat the 5-win Chargers. Something tells me we're all going to win this week. But regardless, that's going to put us in a position to play a division opponent more than likely. We are getting Subtle back this week, which is probably a big reason we lost last week. Only lost by 3, had a bunch of sacks, but wasn't enough. Okay, that's annoying. There we go. Clamp the young man. Alright. He seems to be beating the press so far. Are you kidding me? That route was so annoying. I have not been able to double up a single time yet. We will start here. I'm going to need this interception as well. That's unfortunate. Oh, I dove too early. I was going to try to at least swat it. Well, let's see if Hickman has better luck. It's going to be a really fast drill week. Pass broken up there, that's a good start. And another pass break up. I need to start turning them into picks, but I'll take it for now. Another pass break up on major PI. And interception to seal the gold. Because you're locked up. They would say that's PI. I was playing the ball. Or the rest would say that's PI in real life. They don't understand football though. They don't get that you are allowed to play the ball, even if that means you're running into the defender. Obviously, you can't hit stick the defender and get away with it, but like if you run in front of the defender or the receiver runs in front of you, and it hits into you, you were playing the ball. You're good there. I think the refs just kind of forgot about that part, or maybe it's just in Chiefs game that they forget about that part. Yes, I'm talking about the Cam Taylor-Britt versus the Chiefs moment. Or not Cam Taylor-Britt, Dejon Anthony. Oh, the fumble, that helps. Would have really helped if we were already at if we had hit 2 of them, but we'll get to the gold regardless. Alright, we got 2 golds and a silver. Can we get a 3rd gold? That's not the greatest start. That's an L. That's going to be a silver unless there's a fumble. Even if there's a fumble, we may still miss it. Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll be getting a stat update after this one. Hopefully we already know the result of at least one of those games, preferably the Steeler game. Because at that point, we'll kind of know what we're looking at. Jay Griffin and JD Hooks have upgrades here. We will go finesse with Griffin. Next upgrade will definitely be something else, I'm sure. Alright, either block shedding or finesse, but that just sets up another one for finesse or the block shedding, either way it goes. Here we will go zone. Get +2 there. So you drop it 5, it goes to 77, so it's still not in a great spot. But he is improving, and he's actually playing really well, so. No, I didn't need to do anything over there. I need to go here. First thing, I need to make sure this is still correct. It is not. Oh, it is. That explains a lot. What in the hell? Is this really how I had it set? I think it is, actually. That's why Hopkins was getting so many plays. Now, if he gets hurt, I do want Wilkins to take over here, not Tatum. Alright, that's reset for hopefully the final time this season. We will be getting Riley back after the first game of the playoffs, or the bye week, depending on how well we do. One other thing I need to check is the O-line. Did this get set back up right? Edison, Stevens, Fitzsimmons, Jenkins, and Downey. Perfect. And we'll also have to look at negotiations in this episode as well, but we will be playing the game first. Let's look at the Chargers roster. Not the Chiefs. Alright, Martin Drew is their quarterback. He's a runner, it looks like. Calvin Starks, Mason Spears, revenge game number 2. Looks like they got a solid receiving room. Good tight end. Bad left tackle. Decent left guard. A really good center. Really, really good right guard. And solid to above average right tackle. Calhoun looks like he caused some problems, but with the general state of their D-line, we should be fairly comfortable in the pocket. Their corners outside of Jaquan Wilbon don't look to be the greatest. They are young though, so could be deceiving. Their safeties will be able to help as well. Alright, the kicker looked pretty good as well. Not too bad. Final game of the regular season. Let's go ahead and get something interesting here. Let's go with the classic aways from 2010. Let's go with their Royal Color Rush. I do like those uniforms. I like dark blue. Don't want any stat spoilers. The Bills gotta win, securing themselves into the playoffs. Probably gonna have the Bills and the Dolphins in there. I'm not gonna doubt that. Now obviously with the game finished, that means we're at least in the afternoon slate. So we should have results from quite a few games. I didn't even see if we were playing in a primetime game. Oh, good thing it showed their quarterback. Dang, spoilers. I need to make sure I'm paying attention to that on our side. Make sure we don't get any spoilers for the stats. And intercepted on the opening play by Klein. Double coverage in the curl there. Pressure is starting to come, but he just forced that. Big mistake there. Jared Klein, he's trying to get a Defensive Player of the Year or something. He does have quite a few interceptions this year, but I highly doubt he has enough for that. Might be a career high for him. I know he had multiple 2-interception games. He was playing extremely well. I know it's on the screen. I was pressing X. I turned towards Chip Montgomery. I did not get the spoiled stats. Patterson's in the backfield, likely going to get the handoff here. He does. A big hole opens up for him, and he's down to the 5.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Pitch outside, blocks didn't really get set up there on the outside, so no gain on that one.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Patterson and Bloom out there again, likely to get the handoff inside this time, and he gets it and breaking tackles into the end zone. Another touchdown here for Patterson, and this drive actually produced some good running. 17th, okay, that might be a career high for him.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive. They certainly do, and let's face it.
I mean, that's a spoiler, announcers, but come on now.
This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone.
All right, great start to this game. Haven't thrown a single pass yet. We're up 7. Kicking it deep once again to the Chargers, who are going to be hoping to prevent anything really bad here. And the Ravens won, but we do know that that really doesn't matter as long as we win. The game that matters is the Steeler game, who I'm sure won, unless they just choked. And their running back's going to be shaken up now. Limping off the field under his own power. But that was a gain of 6 for him instead of an interception. Handoff here, and he'll get the 1st down. Oh. Fire them out, challenge that spot. Definitely had the 1st down there, so I hope they pick it up. And they'll be passing it here. He's going down. Subtle with the sack. Welcome back from injury.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away.
Alright, and the return will go out to the 27. The Pats did really good at the end of the year. They were able to just they went on a massive winning streak. Didn't mean anything, but they tried. Pass caught here by Curtis, picks up 7. Oh my, the Colts won! What in the world? The Colts got a win. Pass caught here by Fuller. A Jets victory equals a week 1 bye. Handoff inside to Patterson, who'll pick up 5.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's Oliver stiff-arming a defender and getting the first down to the 40.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
This game just became extremely important, and the start we've had so far has definitely helped us out. If we lose, the Ravens will be leading everybody and have the #1 seed. Handoff inside, Patterson will pick up a gain of 3. Looks like we could have a second handoff to him. We do. The blocking isn't set up well, but Patterson, oh my, breaking a tackle. Yeah, that's not a fumble. We will exit the challenge, but because I just don't. Just double check. Yeah, this man was literally rolling on the ground. Refs, do the right thing. They will. I think. Thank you.
With every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Yeah, that man was downer than down.
Was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video
I mean, the knee wasn't, but the elbows were down. Yeah.
This is a tough one to overturn.
Thank you. We're not going to eliminate greatness from Patterson. I think that's him lined up at the top of the screen as well. Pass caught here by Fuller for a gain of 5.
5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Blitz sent here, and Montgomery's going down. 0 blitz sent, and it worked out perfectly. 3rd down and 12 coming up. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Air Jets were right there, and oh, there's another sack by Colvin. Gonna be a longer field goal, but it should be pretty easy for Wise. Well, with your D-line not being too great, sending blitzes is the easy way to get some pressure.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
And the field goal is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about
Chargers haven't had a good drive yet. We'll see if they can get one going here. They haven't gotten a first down yet, allegedly. They definitely did on 2nd down on their last drive, though. Man, the Bucs almost won that. How tragic. And pass broken up here, hit the back of the head of Griffin.
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I
Pass caught here over the middle. He'll pick up a gain of 6. 3rd down and 4 coming up.
I say they go get him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw.
And the pass is caught, but he's going to be short of the first down by a yard. Great plays there made by the defense.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art
Now, if our running game stays hot, which honestly it hasn't been too great, it's just Patterson being elite and getting past contact. That's what's kept our running game going. But it's doing better than the passing game so far due to all the sacks. And another blitz coming here. He's going to lose the football, and the Jets, whatever the hell they are, the Chargers have recovered. 3 plays, 3 sacks. That's not good. And that O-lineman is slow as hell. What are you doing? Huge play there for the Chargers. Going to be swinging momentum. Should be at least an easy field goal for sure. They haven't picked up a first down, so that may be what they have to do. But the momentum may be saving them here. He's rolling out, sliding after a 4-yard gain. Blitz sent from Chapman, and there is Griffin with a sack. Loss of 4.
And it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down.
Blitz sent, there's Chapman, and actually it's cleaned up there by Wilkins. Probably going to give half credit to each. Big play there. Forcing them to kick. They still have not gotten a first down. Based off the remaining time, they likely won't in this in this quarter. There's no way we give up 4 sacks in a row. I think we should definitely be handing it off here on first down, though. Looked like it was going to be a lot better of a return. Just going to go to the 24, though. Looking like they're set up for another blitz. They will send it, but it gives some running lane. Gain of 4. 5 wide on 2nd and 6. No blitz sent, and it's batted at the line. 3rd down and 6. Pass here off the mark for Humphrey. So a punt coming here. The Chargers will have an opportunity to tie this game. And now they also have an opportunity to get a first down in the first quarter. What we've noticed here in the watched games recently is our passing offense has been held in check for the most part. The opposing defenses have done a really good job of hemming us in, and typically our running game is not doing very well, so I think that's something we may want to focus on in this one. Gain of 3 there. Claxton stepping in for Riley makes a play there, and I'm not sure who they're going to call for that. False start. So the gain of 3 results in now in a loss of 2. Pass outside, broken up by Claxton. Good job there by the linebacker, likely in coverage on the running back there. Klein is blinking, Hooks is moving his feet. Here comes Suttle. Another sack. Well, we'll see who wins the sack battle. So far, it's us by 1. And we will get the ball for sure. The Chargers will not be touching the ball for the rest of this quarter. We should definitely hand it off on first down, though. Just saying. We're not going to do that, and there's a wide open man. Fuller down beyond the 50, and there's an injured Charger on the play. He'll be going into the locker room. But a big play there in the passing game. If you could get a pass off quick, you don't need to worry about blitzing and whatnot. Pass going outside, caught again by Fuller. Gain of 9. And the first quarter closes as we move into field goal range. Negative 13 passing yards so far for the Chargers. Not a good start for them, but still plenty of time to turn things around. Don't audible. Do not audible. Come on, let's get some running game going. Oh, never mind. It's play action. Pass fired deep and oh, he turned the wrong way. Good play there by Griffith. 4 wide with the back in the backfield. Audible here from Montgomery. Pass over the middle, tight seam, caught by Humphrey. First down.
Jets at 11-5 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching.
Pressure coming. He flips around, hits Humphrey, who's able to be near a first down there inside the red zone.
And go forward and get a win in this one.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll lead
I should have challenged it. I thought it was a first down. But they got hit with it one time. It's only fair we do. And there is Branch with the first down catch. Patterson's in the backfield now. He's going to get the handoff, and it'll be a quick tackle, just a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I can't believe the Steelers choked that game. And pass nearly intercepted. The linebacker recovers quickly. 3rd down and 8. Can the Chargers defense hold us to another field goal or potentially get a turnover based off of what we saw in the last play? And that's going to be a throwaway with pressure coming. So we will kick. Alright, 2-score lead reestablished. I'm pretty sure the Chargers get ball at half. So they still have plenty of time. And it's not like they have to worry about what nearly happened in the Titans game. Alright, but can they get their first down on this drive? We'll have to find out.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Got Subtle blinking, Klein blinking. Handoff down the middle, and there's Klein. Gain of 3 for McCann.
He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
No pressure, and the pass is caught for another gain of 3. They need 4 this time.
Back to throw. Drew.
Pass down the middle, it's intercepted. Not sure who got it. It's Bonds with the interception. What a play. Second interception of the game. I mean, he threw it straight to him. Jets have an opportunity to go up big now. Already up 13 or 10. The Chargers did get a field goal because of a fumble. But still a potential 3-score lead can be established here. Handoff, and Patterson blocking as well. Only picks up 4. Looked like a bit more than that, but definitely a good start. Pass outside, caught by Curtis, who spins off a defender and falls forward for a big gain and a first down. Patterson likely to get the handoff here. He will, and he bumped a lineman. If he hadn't done that, may have had a little more speed going into that hole. But a gain of 4. Pass here, caught by Humphrey, who will be a yard short of the first down, for real this time. Not according to that spot, but I'd be much more okay with this one because I saw it. And pass outside, caught by Humphrey. He'll be down inside the 5 at the 3. First down. Dang, why do him like that? Likely going to see a handoff to Patterson to start. Maybe even 2 handoffs to Patterson. Receiving core is really spread out. We do see the handoff and touchdown Patterson. We have yet to get a passing touchdown yet today, but Patterson's running continues to prove efficient.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
All right, they'll return it out to the 25, down 17.
Returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through
Still on the hunt for their first down. Good run there. That's a good start. Gain of 6. Probably their best start, or tied for their best start to a drive. Alright, we got some players in motion. Pass outside, caught, first down. Bonds in coverage. Blitz coming, and he gets the pass off just in time, a little bit off the mark. Chapman was looking for number 2 in this one. I think the Texans will be advancing into the playoffs. Pass going deep and broken up. Good hit there by Barnett, who will be starting for the rest of the year. I thought maybe Irving would be able to come back, but because I put him on IR during the preseason, he would not have that opportunity. Steps up in the pocket and hits his man for a first down at the 50. So they get their first down. They get to the 50 by themselves for the first time. Handoff going outside, and you'll be getting nothing.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pass going down the middle off the mark, low at the feet of the receiver. Defender probably had a better opportunity for that one, even though he's behind the receiver.
And the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
Pressure coming, he's passing, and he missed. So they made it to the 50, but they were unable to make it beyond the 50. Technically, they didn't even make it there based off of the spot, but we'll give it to them. It says the 50, we'll give it to them. So our drive will start here at the 12. We may need a good run though. That's a spoiler. We'll probably hit 300 rushes. And off here, and oh my. Nearly broke off a big one there. Just a 9-yard gain. Very good regardless. Timeout for an injured Charger now. Likely to see another handoff to Patterson here after that big run. He does get it, and he'll pick up a gain of about 4. Already up to 75 rushing yards. We'll continue to utilize him until the 2-minute warning. But we're going to pass here, and it's caught by Humphrey for a gain of 7. And pass for the second time, going to be batted at the line. We know Montgomery isn't the tallest guy. Only 5'9" at quarterback. Pass over the middle, caught by Humphrey. First down. Sidearm into the open lane of the lineman. And that's going to take us one play short of the 2-minute warning. We may get a handoff here. We may not call a play. We will not.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
All right, 5 wide here to start. We haven't gotten beyond the 50 yet, but we're getting close. And blitz sent. It's picked up. Pass dropped by Humphrey. A rare incompletion for him. Pass caught over the middle, and that's Branch for a first down, getting beyond the 50. Pass off the mark, intended for Fuller there. Would have been a pretty nice chunk. Blitz sent again, caught by Branch for a gain of 5.
Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Flipping the play here. Humphrey's going to be at the top of your screen.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass broken up, intended for Curtis. Second time number 34 there has gotten his hand on a deep ball. And we're going to go for it. We made it a similar decision in the last game that we watched against the Titans. Worked out then, and it'll work out now. First down, Humphrey. 48 seconds left. We'll use our first timeout.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw again.
And he started to take off. Finds Branch for a gain of 7.
And it'll be second down.
Another timeout off the board. 36 seconds.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on.
Pass incomplete, intended for Branch on the outside. 3rd and 3 coming up.
and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on third
And
down.
Branch will redeem himself there with the first down. Not a lot of time remaining as we get into the red zone.
20-yard line.
Less than 20 seconds, likely not to see much more here.
Looking to throw.
Pass caught, touchdown Fuller. We will get into some simming here today at some point, probably at the end of the third. I do want to, this could be Humphrey's final year. I do want to see a bit more of him in this one, but it's looking really good, and it doesn't look like anybody else is going to be falling out of the playoffs, so pretty much who was on that list is going to be in there. Probably going to have to play the Ravens or the Steelers at some point. But I fear we will have to play the Bills or the Dolphins in our first game. Alright, we'll see what's left of this quarter. I mean, if they start to come back, we'll take a look. But if we get ball, not them, which I thought it would be the opposite. So we got a little aggressive there at the pass caught there by Fuller, who had the touchdown to end the half. We got a little aggressive there at halftime, and it made me think the Chargers are definitely getting the ball, not the case. And Montgomery's going to somehow escape that and pick up a gain of 3. Likely to see a handoff to Patterson here, and it's worked really well today. We will. Gets outside and barely picks up the first down, but moving well. The blocking has been very good for him today. Audible here was likely intended to be a run. He will flip this out to Humphrey, trying to get his catches up. Just a gain of 1 at that time. Audible here again from Montgomery. Yeah, I was about to say, he had Branch wide open over the middle. He finally hits him, and he'll get the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Patterson's in the backfield, likely not getting the handoff once again after an audible.
Operating from the gun.
But he will get the pass, and he's tearing down the sideline, down to the 28-yard line.
Inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Another audible from Montgomery. He's going to run it, has some room, picks up 6 yards. I'd like for him to not take hits like that, though, with this lead. I get it if we're... Okay, let's stop audibling away from the run. Pass caught here by Humphrey. Picks up a first down to inside the red zone.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn.
And a seam right down the middle. That'll be a first down. 1st and goal at the 4. 90 rushing yards to this point. Oh, 72? I saw that number wrong. I could have swore I said 90. And we're going to throw here, surprisingly. Pass caught, touchdown Patterson. Number 3 on the day, number 1 in the air. Looks like he doesn't have any other receiving touchdowns, though. It's his first one of the season, allegedly. Oh, I see. Hold on. He doesn't have 18 rushing touchdowns. He just has 19 touchdowns total. That makes a lot more sense. I did not remember that many rushing touchdowns. I think he probably has at least 10, though. Alright, Chargers have yet to make it beyond the 50 on their own without a fumble or an interception that occurred. Pass caught over the middle, and that's a good start for them. Gain of 8. And handoff here, surprisingly, pick up the first down. We had lots of defenders in the backfield there. Dang, why are they talking about the Falcons like that? Handoff here, oh, big run. They've gotten beyond the 50-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Back to throw.
Pass over the middle, caught. Lucky he threw it behind the receiver there. Would have been an interception for Upshaw had he thrown it in front. Pass down the seam, broken up. The seam beam does not connect.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down.
And caught here. It's going to be a lucky first down for them. They almost stepped out of bounds. Audible here from their quarterback. He's passing over the middle. That's a good play. Gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And no pressure really coming there. They'll get into the red zone on their own will for the first time. Fortunately, this drive has taken a long time after our long drive. I will watch one more drive of our offense. Then we'll be getting out of this one. And pass broken up there. Chapman in coverage. And pass outside. He got an edge, but he's not going to be able to pick up a first down. 3rd and 4. Clock is ticking away. Pass wide open. Touchdown. Chargers getting into the end zone for the first time today. DJ Gatson. That's your first touchdown of the year. Congratulations.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board. Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route.
Hickman almost got a blocked field goal there. Alright, final drive going to be watched here. Unless, like, they 3 and out us or something. Because technically you could come back from 24 points here, but it's highly unlikely. Hand off to Patterson, has great blocking, and he'll be over 100 yards. Likely gonna see another handoff here. We will. This time it's outside, and they play it well. He's only able to pick up 1. 5 wide now. And the pass is caught by Curtis, who spins off a defender and gets beyond the 50. We get maybe, I think we're in field goal range here, but if we get like 5 more yards, we're in secure field goal range and this game is over. But we're looking like we're about to get another touchdown, so. Audible here from Montgomery. He's not done throwing, it looks like. Blitz coming. Oliver will pick up a gain and 8 yards there. It looked like 9, but I'll go based off of what EA says. Whatever. I would just hand it off here. We do not. We throw the screen, blocked well, down inside the red zone at the 16. Final play of the third quarter here, 5 wide. Pass caught here by Humphrey, gain of 7. Fourth quarter beginning, the last 10 yards that we will be watching here today. Hand off, and he'll be just short of the first down, gain of 2. 5 wide, 3rd and 1 at the 7. Montgomery's rolling, he's gonna, oh my, nearly threw an interception. Likely just gonna take our 3 here, never mind. Doesn't matter to us, because we're already up big. Pass outside, and Patterson's taken down. The Chargers have surprisingly earned themselves another drive. I figured we'd at least hit 3 and just end it, but we do not. Alright, they're going to run it. Klein will take him down after a gain of 3. They don't have time for another long drive. Their last drive was close to 6 minutes long. And they need to score 3 more times and get 3 2-point conversions. Pass going outside off the mark. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Let's get a Hooks interception here. Deep in his direction, out of bounds. They'll probably go for this here. They're going to punt. Alright, game over. Because that's going to be a short field and we're not messing that up again. I could stay in and watch it, but I think we've gotten the idea. We have a lot more to get through in this episode, so we will go drive by drive though. And a touchdown there for Chip Montgomery on the ground. Interception for Jared Klein, number 2 on the day. And we don't get to score again, but 40 points in the finale to go and take the conference. 315 yards and 2 touchdowns for Montgomery. How many passing yards does this man have? Barely over 100. 149 and 2 touchdowns for Patterson. 34 for Hillman. 17 and a touchdown for Montgomery. 10 catches, 76 yards for Humphrey. 71 and a touchdown for Fuller. 48 for Branch, 46 and a touchdown for Patterson, who, I think he's just short, because I think he had 149 rushing. We'll have to check. He may be over 200 all-purpose. 39 for Oliver, 35 for Curtis. Let's roll back to the rushing real quick. Yeah, it was 149, so he's like a few yards short of 200 all-purpose. 2 sacks for Suttle, 1 for Wilkins, 1 for Griffin. 2 interceptions for Klein, 1 for Bonds. We don't get any forced fumbles today. No blocks, no safeties, and no touchdowns, but overall, very good game. We'll be getting into the stat update now. And we do still have some staff points we can spend before the first playoff game. We'll let them stack though. Just short of an 1,000 yards or 5,000 yard season. But he hit 38 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. It's pretty good right there. I think this is probably one of his lower passing yard years. No, it was definitely one of his higher ones. If he had gotten it, it would have been his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th 5,000 yard season. And if we're looking at numbers, he won MVP in this year. So the touchdowns go lower. Interceptions are exactly the same. Let's look at rushing real quick. And he had less touchdowns, but more yards this year. Do you have any receiving in his career? Alright, let's take a look at rushing yards. 1,288, and he had 18 rushing touchdowns. He did. He fumbled once. 363 and a touchdown for Montgomery. 150 and 2 for Hillman. 68 and 2 for Medlock. You have to remember, Patterson missed the opening game of the year. 21 for Fuller. 4 for Humphrey. Only 2 1,000 yard seasons. Yeah, goodness, players this year. It's going to be Fuller leading us with 1,073 and 11 touchdowns. Humphrey did pretty good as well. 1,068 and 8 touchdowns. Branch had 953 and 10 touchdowns. Curtis 550 and 3 touchdowns. Hopefully he's a bit healthier next year, even though he probably won't be on our team. 465 and a touchdown for Triplett. 347 and a touchdown for Oliver. 269 and a touchdown for Patterson. 95 for Shelton. 86 and a touchdown for Roten. 36 for Gibson. 22 for Bloom and a touchdown. 18 for Medlock and 17 for Hillman. Defensively, 13 and a half sacks for Wilkins. This will probably be his final year. Suttle got hurt a lot this year. He only ended up with 8.5. Might be a career low for him. 8 for Griffin, 6 for Dent, 4 for Upshaw, 2.5 for Hopkins, 1.5 for Klein, 1 for Riley and Rogers, half for Hackett, Chapman, and Barnett. Interceptions, we had 6 for Klein, 4 for Tatum, 4 for Hooks, 3 for Chapman, 2 for Bonds, 1 for Upshaw, Hackett, Barnett, and Samuel. Forced fumbles by Hooks and Hackett, we recovered neither. No blocks, no safeties, and we had touchdowns for Tatum and Chapman. Let's actually take a look at the NFL numbers. See where he ranked before we go look at the awards. Number 1 in passing yards was 4 yards short of being 1,000 yards higher than the next player. I think we have a pretty clear idea who's going to be MVP. He had the most touchdowns by 6, which is the closest player to probably being on his tier is Snowden, who had more interceptions and obviously over 1,000 less yards. So I'd say Byrne is our... No, there's no threat. Chip Montgomery's the MVP. Let's be real. Patterson was number 3 in rushing yards, and like we said, he did miss a game. He's number 1 in rushing touchdowns, and I'd say he's probably going to win running back of the year. Receiving, had plenty of receivers over our guys. And yeah, touchdown wise as well. We only had, our highest was 11 with Fuller. We had a couple others with 10 though. Switch it to the AFC. Sack leader on the AFC side was Tide Wilkins and Travis Harper. Should be interesting. Neither one of them have any other stats. And Wilkins played in one less game. Well, that's pretty good. Oops. Interceptions. Tied here. Likely gonna give the award to Cherry. Well, maybe not, because the linebacker's gonna have a lot more tackles. He has more deflections. Neither one of them has a forced fumble. Neither one of them. It may be Klein, Defensive Player of the Year, for the AFC side of things. NFC sacks 13.5, 2 at 13.5, so that was the highest. So very good by Wilkins, and probably and 6 interceptions by a former player over there, James Fulton. Very good. But now it's hold on. First in offense, 25th in defense, not the greatest. First in points scored, and 23rd in points allowed. Joe Namath is still somehow behind this annoying creep, but if we win the Super Bowl, we will surpass him. Or hell, even if we win like Coach of the Year or something, we'll surpass him, which I'm sure we did. MVP once again, Chip Montgomery, and Joe Namath will take the crown for Coach of the Year. Chip Montgomery beats out Patterson for Offensive Player of the Year. It's kind of sad, because Patterson had a really good year. Klein is your Defensive Player of the Year. He beat out Wilkins. Your Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Seth Kinney. We don't even have anyone on the list. Not a surprise there. Hooks falls short to Alex Driver. Really? That's unfortunate. Obviously, Quarterback of the Year is going to be Montgomery. Running Back of the Year will be Patterson. Could face off against our former friend Glover in the playoffs. Fuller and Branch are 5 and 6. Kai Jenkins, number 2 in the line. Stevens at 7 and Fitzsimmons at 9. Defensive line, they give it to Harper over Wilkins. Wow. Must have been a tackle thing or something. Griffin has 9, or is in 9th place. Hold on, how is Klein not winning this award? Oh wait, Yancey probably has 1 million sacks. And they give Cherry the Defensive Back of the Year over Tatum. Hooks was 4. That one at least makes sense, because Cherry had 2 more interceptions than anyone else in the AFC. And Andrew Wise will be the number 1 kicker. Looking at the NFC side of things, Offensive Player of the Year is Morgan Bayless. James Fulton winning Defensive Player of the Year. Is that? Yep. Not seeing anyone there. Will Johnson winning Defensive Rookie. Best quarterback is going to be Jamal Hitchens. Lots of big names in there. Broderick Terry is going to be, he was the player with 16 rushing touchdowns, will be your running back of the year. Bayless is going to be a wide receiver. Got Arsenal up here, that's a surprise. I mean, he's good, but I didn't think he was that good. Got Novak up here. Adam Pugh. Fulton's number 2 at linebacker. Peter Poole, number 1 corner or defensive back. And the kicker goes to Steven Hansen. Alright, let's look at NFL records, see if anything was broken. Obviously, next year we're about to see the partial rise of Chip Montgomery. He'll for sure pass Peyton Manning, in my opinion. Well, if he hits 5,000, he definitely will. If he comes close again, he'll be just short. But regardless, if he may not even pass Brett Favre, depending if he has a bad season or whatnot, but the next seasons are going to be critical. Depending on how long he plays, he may pass Brady. And there he is in the touchdowns. He's past Brett Favre. He's past Bryce Young, Peyton Manning, Don Dwyer, and here is Chip Montgomery. His next person to get into the top 5, he'll have to pass Drew Brees. He'll quickly pass Aaron Rodgers after that. Possibly, depending on if he has like one of his cracked out seasons, which he actually needs 32 to hit 70. So he's probably not going to pass Burrow, but he'll be pretty close. He'd have to play for probably like 4 years if he wants to pass the top guys. Not seeing any new names here. Cliff Moore would have fallen off. No new names up here either. Catches. Oh, wow. He's 5 catches behind Tony Gonzalez. Please don't retire. You can't. If he doesn't retire this year, if he plays 3 more years, he easily could pass Jerry Rice. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's retiring this year, which sucks because I wanted him to be the number 1 tight end in catching. And he ain't breaking on this list, like, ever. No matter how many more years he plays. No new names. Sacks. Not seeing anything new. Nope. Interceptions. We're definitely not going to see anything there. Alright, in a season, obviously this is 2042. Not looking like anything's going to be broken here. I should have known that one. Nothing at all. Alright, and for a game, anything get broken there? My guess is going to be no. I feel like that game was against us, that 6-sack game. Alright, so no new records other than what Chip Montgomery's been able to do. We basically already looked at this. See if we could keep him under 200 interceptions in his career. That's going to be a tall task, though. He will 100% be below 3,947 yards for Patterson, 48 touchdowns, 3,793 rushing yards for Montgomery, 26 touchdowns on the ground. Hillman's about to hit 1,000 at 909 and 6 touchdowns. Bloom has 14 touchdowns. Obviously, he's a free agent, so he was also playing elsewhere. 82 and 3 touchdowns for Medlock, 54 and 2 for Humphrey, 53 for Fuller, 26 for Curtis, 9 and a touchdown for Giamello. 12,500. He'd need 2,500 more receiving yards. Well, technically, if he plays 3 more seasons, he could break on the list, but he's just not going to. We'll look at his age here in a second. If he plays another year, he'll, in my opinion, definitely hit 100 receiving touchdowns, but 7,432 and 84 touchdowns for Fuller, 4,310 and 32 touchdowns for Curtis, 2,589 and 18 for Branch, 1,786 and 11 for Patterson, 996 and 8 for Oliver, 465 and a touchdown for Triplett, 207 and 6 for Hillman, 163 and a touchdown for Bloom, 95 for Shelton, 86 and a touchdown for Roten, 36 for Gibson, and 18 for Medlock. Sacks, Wilkins will be shy of 100. He'll hit 95.5. Suttle's at 57.5, and it's only his 5th season. If he plays as long as Wilkins does, he will shatter onto the record books. 42 sacks for Dent, 15.5 for Griffin, 7.5 for Tatum, 7 for Upshaw, 3.5 for Klein, 3 for Rogers, 2.5 for Hopkins, 2 for Barnett, 1.5 for Hackett, 1 for Tulloch, Irving, and Riley, half for Chapman and Samuel. Interceptions, we have 12 for Tatum, 9 for Klein, 8 for Tulloch, 7 for Chapman, 5 for Upshaw, 4 for Bonds and Hooks, 3 for Hackett and Samuel, 1 for Barnett. Forced fumbles, we got 4 for Wilkins, 2 for Dent, 1 for Klein, Upshaw, Hooks, Hackett, Suttle, Rogers, and Irving, and Gilchrist. 4 recoveries by Wilkins, 2 by Dent, 1 by Tatum, Bonds, and Griffin. Blocks for Wilkins and Barnett. Safeties, we got 2 for Dent and 1 for Suttle. Touchdowns for Tatum, Upshaw, Tulloch, and Chapman. Alright, from here, we shall go check on our friends around the league. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to start with the defense, just because this is the longest one. So 132.5 sacks for Yancey. I feel like that's close to leaderboards. I feel like. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it is. Obviously, we already seen him. Archer's at 86 sacks. Hugh Saunders is at 51, and that should be the last guy on this side we need to look at. Should be. Yeah. At least in retirement range. Watts has 30 interceptions in his career. He'll be retired soon. Hebert's sitting at 26. He'll be retired before Watts is for sure. that really it? Alright. NFC. Man, we just had so many people retire that were in our search list. Mitch Merriweather's at 13 interceptions. His career is near end as well. James Fulton has 12. He's got some more years on him. Keontae Arnold up to 7. With 3 sacks. Casey Searcy has 5 interceptions, 15 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, a safety, and a touchdown. I completely forgot to look at this stuff, so we will have to go. I was looking at one specific stat, so we will have to backtrack just a little bit. And Kyle Brown has 4 interceptions, 1.5 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries. Nothing else. Alright, let's go back to the sack column. Because I forgot to even look at Carmichael. He has 60 sacks, no interceptions, no forced fumbles. Yeah, pretty base set right there. Actually, we can... screw it. We just... Oh, Josh Beckham, we missed him too. Or actually, we didn't even look at the sack column, so I didn't miss anybody. 51 sacks for him, no interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, 2 blocks, 1 touchdown. Slide back to interceptions. There was 1 person here, right? Yeah, there's 2. Merriweather ended up with 2 sacks, 1 touchdown, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recovery. Or no, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery. And then James Fulton has 11 sacks, 12 interceptions, forced fumble, and that's it. Slide back to the AFC quickly. So Watts has 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 touchdown. Hebert has 3 touchdowns, a safety, 3 forced fumbles, recovered all 3, 26 interceptions, and 1 sack. If I remember correctly, that was all we really looked at over here. For the Niles Robinson. Half a sack, 12 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 1 touchdown. Gonna have to remember to look his way. Alright, and let's go back to the sack department. Yancey has 2 interceptions, 5 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, a block, and a safety. Archer has 86 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, recovered all 3, 2 safeties. And Hugh Saunders has no interceptions, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and a safety. Pretty sure that's all we had in here to look at. Alright, let's go to the NFL. Slide up to receiving. We do have a few names in here that we need to go find. Very few though. Juan Sanchez was 1 yard short of 10,000. 69 touchdowns. Very good career for him. Pinkston is a menace to society. Let's see. Lamont Whitfield, 6,730 with 54 touchdowns. This man just probably had a career year. Where the hell is he? There he is, 3,719 and 25 touchdowns. Figured he'd be a little higher, but I guess not. Let's go to rushing. We only got one guy to look at here. 10,492 yards and 115 touchdowns. How old is he? He's 31, so we likely won't have him to look at much longer. I think he's close to getting the record books. Close, but not quite there. No, let's not. Oh, wow, really? Hold on. Just for haha funny. Humphrey is still just short of the highest guy. And, I mean, he's getting there on these two, but these two will probably play longer than he does. How old is he now that we're in here? He's 33. He may play another year, but it's not likely. Hodgins is having himself a pretty good career, 2 more years than Montgomery. 60,000 and 400. He just hit the 400 mark. But he's 36. It's almost the end of an era for him in the Saints. Montgomery's going to be 35 next year. He may not make it to the record-breaking levels for career yards, which is very depressing. Chip Wright's pretty old too. Yeah, 35. Is he the number one in touchdowns? Yep. Well, that was obvious. The other two retired, and then it was just him. Alright, we have checked out the stats. Now there's time for just one more thing here. And that is to figure out what on earth we're going to do here. Obviously, I would love to bring this man in. But he's asking for a lot, and we need to stop sacrificing everything for players. We need to start building through the draft more, saving money so we have a more well-rounded team. Klein really wants to come back, and that may be something we can consider now. Obviously, I would love to bring in Oliver, but he's asking for a lot of money for someone who we know he's going to be good, but we have to wait on the whole tight end situation. I think Upshaw is going to be a cheaper player to bring in than Klein, less injury prone. That's a decision I really want to do. If Humphrey stays, we're obviously going to hit him with whatever contract he wants. He's going to be a career Jet. Branch is another one that you have to consider, but even he's asking for quite a bit for what he's done. I think this would be pretty easy to get done here with Downey. Maybe Triplets, someone you have to go sign. To be 100% honest, I don't think there's a single decision other than this one that needs to be made right now. And the reason for that is there's so many question marks, retirements, getting older. Obviously, I'm going to accept this option after this season, so we at least need to hold on to him on a cheap contract for another year. But yeah, we only have $60 million. We need to see if some of these contracts will come down a little bit. Obviously, Curtis's will not. Neither will Branch's. So that's the only move we're going to make there. I know it's a bit strange, but trust me, it makes sense. We'll advance the week, see how the playoff picture looks. Oh, dang it. Did I do all that and the final stats weren't even in? Oh, they were. But where the final stats for everybody in is the question. I'm just curious. Not that it actually matters. Actually, look, you might for the awards, but yeah, final stats were definitely not in. Let's see if any changes occurred here. MVP is maintained, that's maintained. No, there were some changes. We need to go check some things here. Klein lost that. Are you kidding me? Well, those are some irritating changes. At least that one didn't change. Wow. Well, this is awkward. I wonder what this Crockett dude did that was so amazing. Alright, well, that's weird and awkward, but yeah. Definitely should have advanced the week before doing that. But we will take a look here. We did get the number 1 seed. The Ravens are playing the Bills, the Texans are playing the Dolphins, and the Chiefs are playing the Steelers. The Cardinals have the number 1 seed over here. The Saints and the Rams are playing. The Commanders and Giants, and the Lions and Seahawks. I'm going to end this one here. Hoo-day to all you Bengals fans out there, and we'll get into the playoffs next time. Have a good day.